Awesome. We're recording. We're live. We're good to go. Everyone's watching this recorded. You're watching it live. It doesn't matter when you're watching, but you're watching. And I think that's going to be a massive reason why you're going to see growth and success in 2020 is because you showed up and you're receiving this information. Information changes situations. And this is something that I look at as probably one of the most powerful phrases in the industry of network marketing. And guys, before we get started, there's a couple things I'm going to be doing on every Monday night call. You already know we've been doing this now for the past 2 weeks. I really want you guys to get into the zone. Get into the zone, get focused, put the distractions away, put your phone away, take the notes out, put your camera on, and really just understand anything that's happened today is not going to affect the next 30 minutes that you're going to be listening in on this, right? Right now, you're in a safe space, you're feeling good, you're ready to receive. And so really just everyone in the chat, type in, I am ready to receive. Type that into the chat. I'll type it in. I am ready to receive. If you don't spell receive right, that's okay. I'm bad at spelling too. All right, we already got some people messing up. I love you all. You don't got to be smart to make money. You got to be smart to keep it though. So I am ready to receive. I really, guys, want you to get into a mental state where you're ready to receive this information, because a lot of people, and we had a leadership call on Sunday, and let me go into a little bit. I'm not going to do a massive tangent. Let me go into a little bit of transparency of what we talked about on that leadership webinar. It was about an hour long Sunday night. We do it every night, after every 7-figure mentorship call. We go for about an hour to 90 minutes. And we just really look at, okay, where's the team at? What do we need to do? What are things we need to focus on? And we were talking a lot about launching, and we were talking a lot about training. And I was like, guys, it's not that we need new training. The training, we can do 4 trainings a month, the same training every single time. It's actually going out there and applying what we're learning on the trainings. Because some of you have been on this call and you're going to hear, man, this is the second or third time I've heard about PS3. This is the second or third time I heard about warm marketing or cold marketing or making a list. Well, why are you still a customer? Why are you still stuck at P150? Why are you still stuck at P600? If you've been P1K for a year, why are you still stuck at P1K? And that's what I was telling the leaders. I said, if you actually received the information, you would not be where you're at today. This changed my life when Austin Godsey said, I train on the same topics. And the reason why I only train on the same topics is because those topics work. And you would be excited to rehear the information, because if you're rehearing the information and you actually did it, you would know that it really did work. And what happens here is we have to keep going over this simple information, because it's the simple thing that gets us results. And as your team begins to grow, it's not always about whether or not you're hearing it hundreds of times. It's, can you teach it hundreds of times? Right? Can you duplicate that information hundreds of times? And I personally believe that if there is one piece, there is one training, leaders, that you need to learn how to duplicate, it's the PS3 training. You need to know how to duplicate PS3. And I'm going to dive into that a lot. I see we have over 45 people on the call. I'm super excited. It means a lot of people are going to be learning a lot of different things. But first, let's start with the weekly outlook. I love showing you guys what the week looks like, what we're going to be doing this week, what we're going to be focusing on this week. We'll go ahead and share my screen. We're going to dive right into that, make this nice and simple, exit out of YouTube, and go over here. So this is our week at a glance. Guys, tonight, we're obviously doing the PS3 training. Tomorrow at 7 p.m., we're going to be doing a launching training. So not, getting launched, not for the brand new customer, but how to actually launch someone, how to set expectations, how to go through the document with them, what is the process, different things like that. We'll be touching on all that tomorrow. Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Time, we have an advanced Forex training with John Cuevas. He did over, I believe, 25% last week. Had his first, maybe not his first, I think he's done this a couple times, a massive 4-figure withdrawal. His account sitting healthy at a 5-figure account. Phenomenal trader, and really just an amazing leader. And it's so funny. We were in the leadership call, and I was like, P1000, P1000, P600, P1, and people were like, why don't we put like top trader? I'm like, well, because all the top traders are the ones with the highest ranks. Isn't that funny how that works? All the best traders, all the educators are typically 1Ks, 2Ks, 5Ks, or chairman, because they understand the power of both, right? And so it was really funny to me. We were having that conversation. So I added mentor chart analyst John Cuevas. He's a beast regardless. 8 o'clock, We got the masterminds, Armando and Brady, doing the introduction to I Am, because Mike and Nancy and I will be out in LA and I don't know what our schedule's like. Thursday, we have a visualization and mindset training by Jeff, Ian, and Jordan. That's going to be phenomenal. And then, of course, Friday evenings, we always got the chart back testing. So many of you, I've been hearing amazing things. So much growth with Rodney, and I'm super grateful for him doing that. He is definitely on his way to become an educator. And then Saturday and Sunday, you have your introduction to I Am and your launch call right after that. And we moved these to 4:15 because we want people who get on the 3 p.m. calls, who want to get started right away, have the opportunity to sign up and jump on that 4:15 p.m. call to, get launched with Jordan LeSavage. And he's one of the best launchers in the game. Promote these calls to your team. Know these calls in advance. Put them into your schedule. If you know your schedule, you know what activities you need to be doing this week. This is a powerful, powerful, powerful week. Guys, we are under 200 tickets left, under 200 tickets left for the Platinum 150 promotion. That means less than 200 people are going to receive a free ticket. So if you're currently a customer, if you're someone who's currently brand new, or if you're someone who's been in the business for 3, 6, 9 months, and you're finally ready to build the business because you've seen the results, you've seen the impact, you've seen what the people around you are doing, this is the time to push as hard as you can and get as many people as you can on that Wednesday night, those Saturday calls, or even on David and Mitia's call that we just had, on three-way calls, on meetings, events, whatever it may be. The time is now. The time is now, because the opportunity to receive a free ticket is almost gone. And there's one thing about having an opportunity of a lifetime, but not taking advantage of it in the lifetime that you were given. So it doesn't matter how good the promotion is. It doesn't matter how good the opportunity is. It doesn't matter what everyone else is doing. If you're not taking advantage of it in your time frame, it's absolutely useless to you, right? So we'll leave it at that. That's just a little bit of an announcement. And then we're going to go ahead and dive straight into this training. So for those watching the recording, if you're watching this 2 weeks, a month later, well, too bad. Welcome. So let's jump into this. We're going to keep this super simple. I'm going to attempt to do this in under 15 minutes. I know you are all used to 2-hour calls with me, but 15 minutes is the goal. We're gonna get into this. You're gonna get some quick information, y'all. And I said attempt. You notice I didn't see the T word there, right? Here we go. So PS3. What does PS3 stand for? Write this down. We got P. We got not A. We got S, and we got 3. PS3. Not your PlayStation. Not your Xbox. Not your Wii. PS3. It stands for piquing interest, sharing the plan, 3-way call. Piquing interest, sharing the plan, 3-way call. Piquing interest, sharing the plan, 3-way call. Before we start this, I want to re-express the importance of this. Pay attention, because if you can teach this training, if you can sit down with someone, say they just get started, and they say, I want to build, I want to go, what do I have to do? This is the training you give them. When someone tells you, I want to go chairman, I want to go free, I want to go P150 right away, whatever it may be, this is the training that you give someone. Because if they know this training and they successfully do it, they can teach their people it without even you being there. That's how powerful this is. So piquing interest. Now, I had a couple people ask me, Tim, can we dive deep into piquing interest of someone that's on social media, or piquing interest of someone who is a friend of mine? And I'm not going to go that way, right? So what I'm going to do is, when I send out this recording, I'm going to send out the warm marketing training. I'm going to send out the cold marketing training with it, because I want this to be focused on simplicity, and that you go the extra mile. And if you really want results, if you really want the information, you will go watch that training. I had someone today, Tim, I had 2 people this week. Tim, can you help me with launching? And I was like, of course I'll help you with launching after Tuesday. Why after Tuesday? Because once you've received the general amounts of information, you can form your thoughts. Now we can actually have an advanced level of conversation of how you need help launching, right? So if you have questions on the warm marketing, on the cold marketing, watch the training first, develop your questions, and then let's have advanced level dialogue, so we're not wasting time on the basics. Can we all do that? Can I get a 7 in the chat if we can all agree that it's more beneficial to just go watch that recording, come back, and then talk more advanced about what you need? Cool. I'm glad we're all on the same page. So piquing interest is very simple, right? It's getting someone to, if someone's like eating food, right? If someone's eating food and all of a sudden they pause and they stop eating, they look at something, right? Guys, you see a cute girl, or, you know, girls, you see a cute boy, or something happens on the TV. Interest is piqued. There has to be some type of question that you ask to get someone to want to ask you the next question. Now, a lot of people think, you know, oh, I asked them a question, then I send them the video. No, no, no. You have to receive permission from somebody in order to share the video. That's phase 2. But a lot of times, piquing interest can be very simple. For typically more mature or the older generation, you can ask, well, you know, in the past 5 to 10 years, all the money that's flown through your bank account, how much have you made off the interest? Simple question. Hey, did you hear that JP Morgan Chase got fined $1.2 billion for Forex rigging? What the hell is that? Confusion, right? Pique someone's interest. Hey, did you know that there's companies out there that allow you to copy and paste trades and make money in the currency market? Hey, man, you were telling me a couple of weeks ago you hate your job. Have you found any alternatives to create some income so you don't have to work there anymore? Sometimes the piquing interest always isn't in the one phrase. It's helpful, but for a warm market, right? A warm market, you're going to know that person a lot more. You have to know who you speak to. I think this is something that's is super important. Is I used to get this kind of rebuttal all the time. People will say, well, Tim, I don't like sending the video to people because it doesn't feel as personal. No, it doesn't feel personal because you never built a personal relationship with that person. You skip step number 1, right? Anything can be personal if there's a conversation, right? So even in cold marketing, right? I always use LORD, location, occupation, recreation, dreams. I get to know that person. I get them to know, like, and trust me. I get them to, you know, tell me what their why is. I get them to tell me what their passions are, so I can even find out if showing the plan to them is even going to be worth it, right? Some people don't want this, right? And we have to be okay with it. That's why the law of averages is so important. And so the piquing interest question is super, super important. Once you get them to ask you a question, you know you now have the opportunity to share the plan with them, right? And I have a couple of videos you guys can use. Let me pull these up really quick. Here we go. There's a 13-minute one, a 6-minute one, and an 8-minute one that Justin Owens just created. You know, I personally use whytradingworks.com. A lot of you have asked me to get onto op calls, location, occupation, recreation, dreams. A lot of you asked me to get on op calls. What's the first question? Have they watched the video yet? Why? Because, guys, trust me. If you've been doing, once you're doing this for 3 years, you're going to begin to learn. It is a lot easier and a lot more time effective to send out 200 videos and do 50 hours worth of clothing calls than 200 op calls and then do 50 hours worth of closing calls. It's a lot simpler just to send the video and speak to someone who wants to speak to you. So this is what people say, you know, what are you talking about? Or how do I learn how to do that? Or where do I get started? Where do you get started? Who do you learning from? When you hear questions like that, this is what you do. We're getting into the sharing the plan. Okay, I say, awesome. Well, I'm not a professional yet. I just started learning, right? I'm not a professional yet. I just started learning. But if I send you the video that piqued my interest, right? Send you the video that piqued my interest on actually getting started with something like this, would you be interested in checking it out? I did 3 things there. I took the expertise level off me, right? That's the most important thing. Take the pedestal off you. Take the light off you. Because when you want to become the expert, when you want to do the one-on-ones, you better have 6 figures in your account and you better be making residual income right now. If you don't have either of those, don't do that. Do not do that. I don't even like doing one-on-one calls. I love 3-way calls because it's 2 against 1. There's leverage. It messes with human psychology, but take the expert off yourself. This will stop you. This will stop people from asking, how much money have you made? How much time are you putting in? Is this a pyramid scheme? They will not ask you that question because you're literally telling them the truth. I am not an expert yet, but if I do something for you, right? That's the second part. If I would you, that's part number 2. So take the expectation off. If I would you, and then edification. So, hey, I'm not an expert yet, but if I send you the video that piqued my interest in actually doing this, right? Because now they're like, okay, well, the video has to be good. right? The video has to be interesting enough that it made Alana want to do this. It made Caesar want to do this. It made Melanie want to do this. Even when I share the video, I edify it. I edify it. This is why I say, hey, I'll be like, hey, Vanessa, let me go ahead and send you over a quick video. It's really, really quick. You're not going to get the full details, but I love how one of my business partners broke everything down. Super simple to understand. It's going to break down what the market is, how our education works, and actually how to get started as well. If I send it to you, would you have 15 minutes to watch it? Boom, right? I always edify the video. So, hey, I'm not an expert yet. But if I send you the video that piqued my interest, that actually broke everything down for me and gave me the reason why I need to do this, would you be interested in watching it? They're going to say yes, because their interest is piqued. What can I answer when they do ask that question? Chris, well, let me get to that in a second, right? I'm going to say, they're going to say yes. Now, before I send them the video, I schedule the next conversation. It's called BAM Fam, BAMFAM. Book a meeting from a meeting. Book a meeting from a meeting. Remember, business is conversation. So if you have no way to continue conversation, you do not have a business. That is why when I'm like, for example, Alana and I did a great call today. Right? The person has a mentor, very successful in e-commerce and in property investments. And because we literally just made a relationship with the person, he said, hey, I already promised I'm going to be working with this person for their mentorship platform. But if I don't think it's going to give me the results that I want, you two are the first people I'm hitting up. Right? Business is conversation. We got each other's on Instagram. I said, hey, bro, I can't wait to support you. I'm going to be commenting on your stuff. I'll be following your stories. I'm continuing the conversation. So when they say yes, I say this. Awesome. Well, the video is 13 minutes long. It's super short. Programming the mind. It's super short, right? When do you think you can have it finished? I need them to answer. I need them to answer. And a lot of people are going to say, what if they don't answer? I'll get there in a second. I need them to tell me, okay, well, I get off work at 5. I drive home only by 5:45. Typically, 6:30, I get free. I can start at 6:30 and I'll be done by 6:45. Awesome. I'm going to reach out to you at 7 o'clock to see what you like best. Does that sound good? Yes. I'm getting permission. I'm always getting permission to continue on. What do car salesmen do? They're typically always nodding their head because they want to be in an agreeable state, right? And they're getting you to say yes 100 times before they ask for the deal, because now you said yes so many times they're ready to go. It's the same thing with this, getting someone in an agreeable state to receive what you're giving them, to make a decision that you want them to make. In this case, it's beneficial, right? It's not like they're buying something stupid. In this case, it's beneficial. So they say, okay, awesome, I'm gonna be done at 7. Now you send them the video. If they don't respond, reach out to them a few hours later or reach out to them the following day. Do not seem needy. Remember, you don't need people. People need you. This business doesn't require people. This business is how we just build people. Remember that always. The business is what builds people. It's not the people that build the business. So tomorrow you respond, hey, Lewis, I didn't see you respond. I don't know if I didn't respond. I thought my phone was messed up. Do you still want to check out that video I was going to send over to you? Get the permission. Get them to answer the question. That is it. Okay, cool. That is it. So we piqued interest. We've shared the plan. And now I'm going to insert my little side nugget that no one else talks about. No one ever talks about this. I don't think, maybe people just aren't confident in their people, but this is the little side nugget. It's A. It's actually PSa3, but no one talks about the A. Assume the close. Assume the close. Act as if it is natural. Everyone signs up the moment they watch the video. Act as if. Assume the close. When I reach back out, let's say I'm calling Armando. It's at 7 o'clock. I call Armando. Armando, how are you doing, brother? How has your day been? Oh, it's super busy, but I'm just, glad to be done. Oh, I remember feeling like that, bro. I'm glad that you're done, but tell me how that video went. What did you like most? Don't ask them what they thought. Don't ask them how was it. Always end, what did you like most? Man, you know what? I thought it was super cool that you were able to learn and earn. Yeah, I thought it was super cool that they had go live. I watched tons of Twitch. So that was one of the coolest things to me. Hey, man, I thought it was super cool that I can use residual income to actually invest. Whatever they talk about, edify. Dive deeper into that conversation. If they say they love go live, do not start talking about network marketing. If they're talking about swipe trades, do not talk about I Am Academy. Talk about what they want to talk about. That's like talking about going to a steakhouse with a vegan. It just doesn't work. Talk about what they want to talk about. You know what's crazy? When I first saw this, I actually loved Go Live too. That's what got me interested, because I began to realize, I began to realize that if I was just independent and I put the time in, I would actually be able to learn the skill set. You know what's crazy? I actually work with the trade house. They're the ones who created the Go Live. How about this? I think you and I could absolutely kill this together if we lock arms and partner up. Let's get you started. And once you're in, I'll introduce you to one of the educators so they can launch you properly. Assume the close. What's going to happen? There's only 3 options. Stop being scared. There's 3 options here. They say, yes, let's do it. Yes, let's do it, but I have more questions. Or no, actually, this isn't for me. And there's answers to all 3 of those. I'll go over those for you, right? Those are in the other videos, but I'll go over those for you right now. Yes? Okay, awesome. Send them the link. That's it. Send them the link and stay on the phone with them. Guys, so many people, I remember I used to do this. I learned this from my original mentor in this company. He's no longer with this company, but he was so good at doing this. When someone said they liked it and they were ready, he would send them the link in the chat box, and he wouldn't get off the call until he got the email notification. If his schedule was free after that op call, he was signing them up on the op call, because he didn't need them to go, hey, mom, no, you shouldn't do that. Hey, girlfriend, no, you shouldn't do it. He didn't need that nonsense in his life. He was signing them up there and getting them launched there, right? So get them launched right away. Once they're in, put them in the group chat. Yes, but I have questions. I'm still a little bit cool. You know what we have at the end of PSA? A 3. You know what's so amazing about the 3 is you don't have to do shit. You don't have to do anything. The 3 does the work for you. So awesome. Okay, cool. My mentor is actually traveling right now, but let me see if I can get some of his time. If I'm able to get some of his time to have him hop on a webinar with you and answer all your questions, would you be interested in chatting with him? Remember, always if I would you. If I do this for you, would you do this for me? Cool. They're going to say yes. Say, hey, my mentor is traveling right now. He's actually an educator for the company, so he is really busy. But if I can get some of his time, would you be interested? Insert edification. If I would you, they're going to say yes. In the 3-way call, they're going to get started, right? They're going to get started. Most people, let me tell you this. Most people that watch the video and want to talk more, they're getting started. They don't hop on a call just to chat. They hop on a call to get started. They just need sometimes a little kick in the ass, right? Because they saw the networking side of it. They saw Mike Sotero say this is going to take time to learn. They saw all that information. Now when you re-expose them to the actual back office, you show them the Telegram, you show them the Discord, you show them the community, they're actually in. If someone's interested without even seeing the community, what do you think they're going to do once they see the community? They're ready to go. They're ready to freaking go. Now, what happens if they say no? I think this is what most people are afraid of, is what if they say no? That's okay. Feel, felt, found. Feel, felt, found. I don't think this is for me. Oh, well, what are you worried about? Like, what's the one thing that's holding you back? What's the thing that's holding you back? Oh, well, I just don't think I have enough time. Hey, man, you know what, Armando? I completely feel you. And I felt the same exact way. So I'm so glad you said this. But I'm so glad I found out that if I just put 30 minutes into an hour a day at the pace I'm going, I'm going to get myself into a position where doing this part-time, I can start making an extra couple $100 a month. Would a couple extra $100 a month be okay for you? Of course they're going to say yes. Everyone wants to make a couple extra $100 a month. It's as simple as that. Oh man, you know what? This looks cool and all, but I think I don't want to have to recruit people. Hey man, I completely feel you. I felt the same exact way. I don't want to recruit anyone either. Personally, I just want to learn how to trade. What I found out though is that I've been learning so much and I got so excited about this. It's honestly the only reason I reached out to you. You're one of the few people I've talked to actually. So without the recruiting, like, is this something that you see yourself taking advantage of? Feel, felt, found. Don't call them dumb. Don't say your job's a pyramid scheme. Don't say your religion's a pyramid scheme. Don't hurt their feelings. Feel, felt, found. Now, in the warm marketing training, I do a whole entire segment on how to deal with family that talks crap to you. You attack them with the emotional standpoint. It gets them every single time, right? I love this part. When you have a friend or a family like, oh, well, this is a pyramid scheme, bro. That's so dumb. Bro, honestly, I'm actually really disappointed that you would even think I would do something like that. And, that I would even send you something like that, bro. I thought that we had a lot more trust in each other. My bad, bro. I was just really excited. So I wanted to show you this. They're going to be like, oh, no. No, tell me more about it. Okay, well, why are you doing it? Now they're asking you questions. Now you're getting them where you need to go. Guys, that's PS3. That is PS3. PSa. We're going to start calling it PSa. PSa3. Our team, I believe in y'all. So we're not doing PS3 anymore. We're doing PSa. Right? Because I think each and every single one of you are capable of assuming the close. It is natural, guys. It is natural for people to want to do this. Stop thinking otherwise because you're doing it. There's 60 people on the call doing it. Over 100,000 people in the company doing it. Your banks are doing it. It is natural for people to want to do this. Statistically, it is natural. It is natural and it is okay. They're going to say one of three options. Yes, or I said questions, or no, it's not for me. No matter what happens, they're signing up. You just got to get them on a three-way call. That's it. That is it. If they don't sign up now, they'll sign up later. Trust me, I have someone I'm getting on a call with tomorrow morning, right? Like, bro, I never would have thought that this person would ever want to do this, right? Tim, I've been honestly, bro, I love your posts. I've been following you for over a year now. Bro, you inspire me. And he said that in December. Today, hit me up. Hey, I'm tired of working my job. When can we hop on a call? I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? If they don't sign up then, they'll sign up later. It's natural, guys. It is natural. So that's it. Are you guys proud of me? We did that in 20 minutes. Holy cow. Look at that. Guys, learn how to do PS3. Learn how to do PS3. All right, the promotion. Here's a good thing, right? I forgot to talk about this. If you're brand new and you really want to launch this, or maybe you've been in this for a while. Have you made a list? Do you have a pipeline, a Google Doc, a notebook, where you're writing down all the new names that people you've met? Right? I love doing it through docs because I can say, okay, people I haven't talked to, people who aren't interested, when's the last time I talked to them, when do they want me to check up on them? Do you have a CRM? There are so many free CRMs on Google. Go to Google, type in network marketing CRM. Anything, just type in whatever. Get something to allow you to track. Guys, make a list. You make a list of 300 people, you're going platinum 1,000. By personals. You will hit P1K by person. And it's possible. I've signed up over 160 people in this business. Don't tell me it's not possible. Do not tell me it's not possible. I signed up 45 people in my first 2 months of this business, right? Because I made a list, I piqued their interest, I invited them to an event, and I let my mentor do the rest of the work. All I did was edify him. He did all the work. It was the most amazing thing in the world because I didn't have to do anything. Now I'm the guy. I'm like, shit, now I got to do all the work, right? But you are all in a position where you don't have to do the work. Get the list. Write it down. I talk about that in the warm marketing training. I talk about it in the cold marketing training. There is a plethora of people who want to do this. Do not have a scarcity mindset with this, right? Go on Google, type in the city that you live in, and next to that, put population. I can guarantee there's a minimum of 100,000 people that live by you. If not in that city specifically, in the surrounding cities, in your county, a minimum of 100,000 people. It takes 500 to go chairman. That is it. It takes 500 to go chairman. So guys, if you believe that this business is helping people, if you believe that it's helping you, you will go out there and you will get it done. Pique someone's interest, share the plan with them, assume the close. If they're not ready to go, get them on a three-way call. Piquing interest is, if you're still confused about that, ask yourself these simple questions. How would I get my friend to go to a new restaurant that I just tried because I want to go there and eat a second time? What are you going to do? You're going to hype up how good the food is so that person wants to come with you and go get that food. Gamers, right? If you got a new video game and none of your friends bought it, what would you say to get them to go buy that game? You all pique interest. You've piqued interest in relationships. You've piqued interest at your jobs. You're piquing interest all the time. It's just the piquing interest you're piquing interest in is that people are actually interested in you. The reason why you can't build your business is because it's not about them being interested in you. It's about you being interested in them. And once you're interested in more people join your business, right? So PS3, guys, please, 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 if you have any questions about that, reach out to me. I'm about to go hit the gym. That's why you see this nice little orange drink right here. I'm like sweating already, shaking, my heart's throbbing. But I'm excited, guys. So I love you. I appreciate you. Wednesday, I am in LA. The 14th, I'm in North Carolina. The 17th, I am in Chicago. The 18th, I'm in Indiana. The 21st, I'm in Milwaukee. And then the 27th to March 3rd, I am in Europe. And then we have New York now, the 14th and 15th of March. Guys, if you don't have your London tickets, get that. They're going to, oh my gosh, quick. There's going to be announcements this week about London. There's going to be announcements this week about New York. And just to end the call really quick, everyone's going to be able to buy merch in the next couple of days. See y'all later.